Joining me now is sporting icon, Khel Ratna awardee and Indian tennis legend Sania Mirza, who returns home after a grueling 3-month tour. Sania, since this is the first time we are having you here on WION, perhaps apt to say, welcome to WION.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Sania, having you on the show. First question, as I said, it's been 3 months away from you. So was the biryani the first thing on the menu when you got home?
Not the first, but it was one of the first for sure. I literally jumped into work. It was really long. I had gone away for a while, and it just so happened I hadn't planned to go away for that time, for that much time. But I'm happy to be back. I'm here for a short while. I'm leaving on Friday night again. So I just need to do a lot of things before I leave. Yeah, and then I leave again for 6 weeks.
Sania, the life of a tennis player seems very glamorous when we look at it from the outside, especially on TV. But it's pretty nerve-wracking at times, traveling non-stop, living out of a suitcase, living in hotel rooms, jet lag, you name it.
It's all very glamorous, everything that you see on TV and in newspapers. Of course, there's a lot of good that comes with it, and it's really glamorous and it's really nice and everything. But there's a lot of hard work that goes behind it, before it, after it. This is just the good part that everybody sees and thinks. So yes, we do have a very good life. I won't complain by the grace of God. But having said that, we have to work very hard for it.
Sania, you've been one of the flag bearers of Indian female sports persons. You've inspired so many females to take up sport. How proud were you when the Indian women's cricket team reached the final of the ICC World Cup?
I was very proud, but I was proud of them even before they reached the final of the World Cup team. I think that's the difference. I just had a conversation earlier and I said the same thing, that I really do hope that they will not be forgotten, like women's cricket has been for a long time. I hope that people will, this euphoria that's surrounding them hopefully carries on. I just don't understand why they need to play a final of a World Cup for everyone to realize that they are superstars and super athletes. I think what Mithali has done has been incredible, especially I know her personally as well, and she's from Hyderabad, so I feel more personally towards that. And I really do hope that this continues, and everything that, because they deserve it. They deserve all the attention, they deserve all the accolades, and they deserve all the praise that they're getting. And hopefully this is a stepping stone, for them for greater and bigger things to come for Indian women's cricket.
Sania, like Indian tennis before you arrived, the Indian women's cricket team was largely playing second fiddle, if not ignored, to the men's cricket team. Now, all that changed in a sense when you arrived. Today you ask any kid out there to name an Indian tennis player and they will say Sania Mirza. So what would your advice be to the women's cricket team on how to seize this moment?
I don't think it's about seizing opportunity. It's not the women's cricket team, or it's not the women athletes. It's not their job to seize an opportunity, so to say. They are trying to do their best. They are working hard as much as everybody else is. It doesn't matter what gender you're from. As to be a professional athlete, you have to be really good and you have to be really hardworking, and you need to put the same kind of sacrifices. So I don't think they need to seize anything. That's why I'm trying to get this message across to the media and to the people. Like, don't forget them just because they made a final of a World Cup. Everybody's thought that it's really cool to talk about them, and everybody started talking about them. But remember that they are going to play many more tournaments to come, like their male counterparts, and they'll keep playing. So that's all I'm saying. It's an honor for me if you tell me that people know tennis in India and they say my name, and that's really, really good. But unfortunately, before me there was no one playing at that level, right? It was always only Leander and Mahesh. So when I did start playing at that level, people started recognizing me. So, and the women's cricket team is playing at the same level, so I just think it's a little bit different. But I don't think that they need to seize any kind of, so to say, opportunity. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, put their heads down, put in the hard work. And you see, they were in a World Cup final and almost brought back the trophy for us.
Let's switch from women's cricket to tennis. There was a masterclass at your academy. Now, the academy is something which is very close to you. It's also very close to your family as well.
Yeah, it is. It's our baby, really. You know, it's something that we feel very proud of. We've, as a family, we've tried to give back to the sport, give back to Hyderabad in the best way that we know, which is tennis, and to try and share our experiences. But at the end of the day, you know, we are trying to keep the legacy of tennis alive, and I feel that this is one way to do it. So the masterclass today was to obviously promote tennis in Asia. You know, we had the WTA Singapore finals in October, and that's when we, you know, basically Asia gets to see the best 8 women's singles and doubles players in the world throughout the year come and compete there, which is a great opportunity. And this is what the masterclass was for. We had a great time. We had lots of fun. Neha was here as well, and we danced a bit as well, and we played some tennis as well, and yeah, and we got to meet a lot of wonderful children who are interested in tennis.
Sania, at times do you feel distraught that you can't spend as much time as you possibly would in churning out the next generation of champions? That's because you're traveling so much. Now, a few weeks back, we did a lovely story on Jafreen Sheikh, who's representing India in the Deaf Olympics as we speak, and she spoke very highly of how supportive you were of her journey.
Yeah, yes and no, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not going to play tennis forever professionally, so I will have all the time in the world, hopefully after that, to spend. Right now, it's tough for me when I'm playing professionally and traveling 30 weeks a year to spend that much time here. But having said that, I will, yeah, I will do whatever I can once I stop playing. But yeah, I wish I could spend more time, of course.
Sania, just a few questions on the season. It's been a very difficult one for you, and especially because things have not been in your control. There has been a lot of chopping and changing of partners.
Yeah, it's been quite tough. I mean, it's been strange, really. But at the end of the day, that's not something that I can control. Actually, the season started off pretty well, winning a tournament, playing finals of a slam. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I've still played a final of a slam this year, you know, which most people, you know, struggle to play all throughout their career. So at the end of the day, it's still been, but by my standards, and you know how critical I am of myself, it's still not been, you know, the best of seasons for me. But like you said, it's not been in my control. My partners have been hurt, and they got injured, and we had to keep pulling out of tournaments, and I was actually feeling healthy and playing well, so it was really frustrating as well. And yeah, I was just plain unlucky. You know, there's not a lot you can do about it, so you just have to put your head down and keep working, and hopefully, you know, it's gonna come. And it happens in a long career all the time. You see ups and downs, and that's the way it goes in an athlete's career.
You are a battle-hardened veteran, Sania.
Thanks for that.
Okay, let's look ahead. You're moving on to the hardcourt season now. That's always that part of the season when you've always done pretty well in the past as well. You also have a new partner.
Yeah, I'm excited to play with Pang. I mean, we've obviously, both of us have won slams with different partners. We've played some amazing matches against each other. We've known each other since we were 12, with the same age. And she plays the backhand court. So let's see how we'll do. I mean, you know, on paper, we make a good team. And we'll just have to wait and watch, won't we?
Sania, a good run on the hardcourt season will set you up for that season finale, the one you're promoting right now in Hyderabad. It's not too far away, is it? And that's what all tennis players want to play. They want to play in that season finale.
Yeah, most definitely, of course. I mean, Singapore finals is one of the biggest tournaments of the year that we want to compete. I've been fortunate enough to go there last 3 years and obviously win 2 out of those 3 times. So I am looking forward to it, and hopefully we can make it there.
That's it then, Sania. Wish you the best as always. Reminder, when you...
Thank you.
Parcel some biryani this way as well.
I will. I'll bring it myself. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you, Sania, on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.